Hey, my dear discoverers, have a nice day. Today we will talk about Puno's touristic places. This city is located on the shores of Lake Titicaca and over 3,827 meters above sea level. Puno is located in the southeastern part of Peru. It has a cold and semi-dry climate. Esteves Island. It is a Peruvian island located in Lake Titicaca, near to the town of Puno. This island is known for its archaeological remains and for having served as a prison in the past, until its capitulation to the Patriot Army in 18 Titicaca, more than 3,800 meters above sea level. Despite the low temperatures, the island's climate was nevertheless healthy, with the icy waters of the lake being the main obstacle to any escape attempt. Now, the Hotel Lago (GHL) is built on Esteves Island. Deusua Arch, monumental work consisting of a triumphal arch of independence, commanded to be built on the old cemetery of Santa Barbara by the benevolent General Alejandro Deusua in 1847, in homage to the triumph of the independence of Peru. This arch in the past decade was the road of entry to the city and exit to Juliaca, Arequipa, and Cusco. A curious fact is the cost of this work, that amounts to 770 pesos with 7 reals from the branch of arbitration. This monumental work has been built on two stage bases, in which two columns are also staged and with cornices. In the two upper steps, they are ornamented are pinnacles, a total of 8 pinnacles. Pino Park. It is the second place in the city and the most crowded by the public. In the 19th century, it was a market for the native inhabitants for the region. Nowadays it's totally modernized, with ornamental of gardens and ornamental iron pools. In the center of this square, the monument to Dr. Manuel Pino, hero of the Pacific War, stands, who occupied the high position of vocal of Superior Court and was the rector of the University of San Carlos of Puno, and fought in the battles of San Juan and Miraflores. He held the high position of vocal of the Superior Court and was the rector of the University of San Carlos of Puno. In the lower part of monuments surround the baths of Puno, heroes of the same war, embellish the structural set of monument. This monument was inaugurated on September 24, 1901. San Juan Bautista Church. This church is located in the center of the city of Puno, in front of Pino Park. 200 years ago it was a chapel, but in 1876 it was rebuilt as a church. This temple was built in the 17th century and is also known as the Virgen de la Candelaria Sanctuary or the Mamacha Candelaria Sanctuary, and is also part of the cultural heritage of the nation. As part of the internal decoration of the Temple of San Juan Bautista, a series of pieces and religious furniture are observed, among which a series of Gothic altars that are worked in wood stand out. The main altar of the temple, that is to say the high altar, which is the best achieved of the whole houses, in its central niche is the effigy of the Virgin of la Candelaria, who is considered the patron saint of this region. The festival of Virgen de la Candelaria in Spanish, which celebrates this region of the country, is one of the unmissable religious events of Maria cult in Peru. This party in honor of this Virgin takes place during the month of February. square of Puno. The construction of the main square in Puno corresponds to also by Huasi. Its layout is after the coming of the Viceroy Count of Lemos, and it has had modifications since then. Until 1925, in the central part was a circular pool, similar to that of Arequipa, made of bronze and of singular value. It was exchanged for the monument of Colonel Francisco Bolognesi, hero of Arica, at the initiative of a special committee of Damas Ponentes. The Cathedral of Puno, located in front of the main square. The cathedral is built made entirely of stone and with mongrel style. The facade of the cathedral, made of stone, is ornamented with human figures, native pantyhose flowers, and mermaids with caruncles, carved by the indigenous people. Inside is much simpler and more austere, and its main altar made of marble houses that image of the Lord of the Agony and the Virgin of los Remedios, while beautiful religious canvases belonging to the Cusco school decorate the inside walls. Carlos Dreyer Museum. It is administered by the provincial municipality and is established in a two-story building that in 1980s was declared Cultural Heritage of the Nation. This museum houses inside both archaeological pieces found throughout the territory of Puno, as well as different artistic objects that were made by virtuous people from the region. This museum is located in the house that belonged to Carlos Dreyer, a property that after the death of the owner became part of the acquisition of the municipality of Puno, an entity that made it a museum in 1977. This museum is divided into 8 rooms or exhibition areas. Those are the Inca Hall. The second room is the museum Zapata Hill. It is the closest viewpoint, a few blocks from the main square. It is a hill 45 meters high, not very high. There you can take photos of the city and the lake. It is a natural viewpoint from where you can see the city and Lake Titicaca. At the top of this monument to Manco Cápac, founder of the Inca Empire. It is said that there are caves in the hill through which underground paths run that connect Puno with the temple of Coricancha in the city of Cusco. Kunturhuasi Viewpoint. It's 2 kilometers from the center of Puno. Kunturhuasi means House of the Condor in Quechua and offers an unbeatable view of Puno and Lake Titicaca, where it is reached by climbing a long staircase. Here stands out a condor monument which is made of metal, the same one that perched on a pedestal that would simulate his home, has a wingspan of 11 meters and is 3,990 meters high. It can be accessed by a road or by climbing 620 steps. Pumauta Viewpoint, located 3 kilometers northeast of the city. Pumauta in Aymara means Puma's home or place where the Puma is. Offers local and strangers an excellent view of the city and part of the internal bay of Lake Titicaca. Inaugurated in 2004, the stone and cement construction represent the vigilant and protected sentinel. We can appreciate an impressive view of the imposing Lake Titicaca as well as the city of Puno in its surroundings.